Fleetwood Mac said, a landslide will bring you down. And maybe a landslide won't bring you down, but you know what will? Being up since 3 in the morning. So now we're playing 36 questions with EJ. Okay. First one is if you could have dinner with anyone, and I'm assuming they mean living or dead, who would it be? Okay. I have a list. Okay. Alive, I think it would be really neat to have dinner with Meryl Streep. Like, dead, I would say, like, Ella Fitzgerald. Oh my god. That's like an elite pull. Ella Fitzgerald. Etta James would be a cool one. Audrey Hepburn. Marilyn Monroe. I feel like she'd, like, totally kick up the carpet. Like, that would... like, the dust would be kicked up. We'd totally have the funnest night in the world. You really can't get gayer than that, folks. Let's see, who else? Oh my god, Jane Goodall. Next two are, would you like to be famous, and if so, in what way? And if you make a phone call, do you rehearse what you say and why? Okay, I would like to be famous in, like, in a way. I think it would just be cool to be known. Like, I would like to be movie star, Broadway headliner status. That is the goal. However, I think it would just be like, oh, EJ Kovacs Morgan. Oh, EJ Kovacs. Oh, yeah, like, I know that name. Oh, he's the guy in that one movie. Oh, he's the guy who wrote that one play. Oh, he's the guy in that one show. Like, that's cool. Like, that's pretty freaking cool. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna turn that slide off. Okay, like, that's pretty freaking cool. Okay, second question. If I make a phone call, do I rehearse what I say and why? Depends on the phone call, but most of the time, yes. Most of the time, yes. And most of the time, it consists of me, like, talking to myself and being like, hey, like, it's EJ, you know. Why? Because I don't really know. I like to be prepared. Sue me. What can you do me? I like to be prepared. Like, who doesn't like to be prepared? Who doesn't rehearse what they say? Rehearsal makes perfect. So, yeah. What would you constitute a perfect day for you? Me. I think that's question 4. Like, good food, time with friends, a gorgeous sunset. Yeah, like, just doing all the stuff that I enjoy. I have lots of perfect days. That's because ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I don't know, probably like seeing a good show too, listening to music I really like. And it all happens during Christmas time. That's the one thing. It all has to happen from December 1st down, or after Thanksgiving down. That's when the perfect day would happen. So doing everything I love, and it's during Christmas season when everything is a marshmallow world. Oh, number 5. What was the last thing you sang to yourself, and what was the last thing you sang to someone else? Last thing I sang to myself was the opening from Little Shop of Horrors. That's the last thing I sang to myself. The last thing I sang to someone else, I sing a lot of random songs all the time. So I really don't know. I'm sure it was some kind of musical theater or jazz song. Sorry. What can you do? Okay. This one's a little hard to understand at 4 a.m. But number 6 is if you could live to 90 and oh god. If you could live to 90 and keep either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want? This is a lot more complicated than the first 5. I would say, that's a hard one. I would say mind. I think aging is like a beautiful part of the human process. I feel like it's an unavoidable thing. And you shouldn't try to avoid it because aging is beautiful and it's natural. Every tree withers. Every flower wilts. Whoa. Am I a poet? Like, hello? Anyways, I think aging is beautiful. I would much rather like have a really sharp, quick, witty, memorable mind than like always look 30. Like, why would you want to look 30 at 90? You're not 30, you're 90. And then people are going to be like, "Oh, you're just some 30-year-old." No. I'm 90 years old. So, okay, so next one, I think this is 7 or 8. I lost track. But it's, do you have a secret hunch of how you will die? That's scary. I want to say old age. My secret hunch is old age. And I'm not putting anything else out into the world. Old age. Okay, so I'm skipping some because some of them require a partner. And as you can see, we are partnerless. So, next one is... Oh, I forgot. But it's, I'm pretty sure it's talk about something you feel grateful for. I feel grateful for my friends. My friends who are my friends. Yeah. Yeah, let that sink in for some of you. Let that sink in for some of you who are watching this. My friends who are my friends. I'm grateful for you. Of course, I'm grateful for my family and everything like that. But I'm grateful for my friends. You guys are real ones. Okay, the next one is if you could wake up tomorrow. Well, I skipped a bunch because partner. But if you could wake up tomorrow and gain any ability, what would you want it to be? I would love to speak multiple languages. Like, that's... I find anyone who's bilingual, trilingual, quadrilingual, polyglot so cool. I would love to speak multiple languages. And I've tried. Okay? I've tried learning French. Well, actually, I'm still learning French. Je parle un peu français, un petit peu. Oui, croissant. Je suis content. Je suis un petit fatigué. I've tried learning Spanish. I've tried learning, and I used to be able to speak Spanish conversationally, and then I stopped taking Spanish classes. And then I tried taking Italian, which I got to like the end of the Duolingo course. I looked the other day. I was so close to the end. Like, scusi. Wow. Anyways, I would love to like wake up and have like 5 languages in my head. I would have French, Spanish, Italian, Mandarin, Tagalog. Those are 5. Okay, next one is if a crystal ball could tell you anything about your life in the past, future, present, what would you want? I would want to know the day I die. And this is a controversial one. I've talked to people about this. Like, I would want to know the day I die and the year. Because then I have like, then I can schedule my life. Which isn't, okay, I get it. Life is spontaneous. But if I know I die January 6th, 3012, then I can be like, okay, well, I died January 6th, 3012, so I might as well do this, do that, do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna die in a few years, like, marry me? No, but you know what I mean? Like, it gives me, like, a deadline, and then I'll be able to be like, oh, okay, well, I did everything that I wanted to do by this day, so, like, take me now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, next 2 are, what's something you've dreamed of doing and why haven't you done it? And what's your greatest accomplishment in your life? Like questions, right? Easy. Okay, first one. Go to New York during the Christmas time. I've never been. I've only been in New York in the summer, which is like, why? And I've never been during the Christmas time because, I don't know. I went in January, but that's not like, it's like And it was after, when does the epiphany happen? The 6th, 7th? Ugh, hate that I just did that. Anyways, so I haven't been in December. So it's just like, what are you doing? Okay, and that's because timing, money, and like that's literally it. What's my greatest accomplishment in life? I don't know. I'm still young. I don't know. I've written a few plays. They're being produced. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Making really good friends. I really like that. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm young. I don't have like a life. I have like a life. Okay, next three are, what do you value most in a friendship? What's your most treasured memory? And what's your most terrible memory? What I value most in a friendship? Someone who can make me belly laugh. Someone who, like, I can hang out with and I'd know, oh, I'm gonna have a great time. I don't need to, like, prove myself to this person. Which, by the way, I'm so out of the era of proving myself. No. Someone who I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with you and we're gonna laugh at literally a leaf blowing in the air. You know what I mean? Just be around people who laugh. Laughing is the greatest medicine in the world. Okay. Treasure memory? I don't know. Probably like, oh, there's something so special. I'm thinking about Christmas time a lot because it's, you know, so close. So close. Probably like a nice, like, childhood, just the vibe. I don't have like a specific memory, but like the vibe of the memories of, you know, you wake up Christmas morning and then you go over to your aunt's house and then it's like, oh, like a big family thing on Christmas, and it's like all the family's there and it's like like it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, my most terrible memory, Boy Scouts. Oh my god, I hated that. That was awful. Well, also, may I just say, I've had a pretty unique Boy Scout experience, okay? I've had trips where, my near-death experience, I was trapped under a raft while whitewater rafting down the Kern River. And also, if I'm gonna die, the Kern River! So, no, yeah, Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts is my most terrible memory. Nothing compares. Nothing. Well, also, there was a time I got, like, an ear infection, and I had to wait, like, 6 hours, and it was the most painful thing at the ER, and everyone around me was getting checked, except for me, and I'm like, I know I have an ear infection, I know, just give me the medicine, just give it to me, give it to me. But it took 6 hours, 6 hours, I'm like, get me out of here, somebody sedate me, somebody sedate me! Like, I was like, please help me. I have photos of me crying. Because I was like, there's no way this is happening right now. And I had rehearsal the next day. So, Boy Scouts and ear infections. And I'm prone to ear infections too, fun fact. I get them a lot. And I hate them. I hate ear infections. Next one is, if I knew one day I would die suddenly, would I change anything about the way I'm living and why? These are hard questions for an 18-year-old to answer, but probably not. I feel like I live pretty well. Like, I'm happy. No, I would probably, like, okay, give less of a crap about what people think, which, like, you should do anyways. But if you know you're gonna die one day, like, if you know Friday's gonna roll around and you're dead, and you're gone, you're deceased, like, okay, I don't care what you think about my outfits, Susie. Okay? Stop thinking about my outfits. I'm gonna be like, well, I'm wearing this to class because Friday I'm gone, people. It's over. Tick, tick, boom. We're on Monday. Friday comes around, we're gone. We're dead. So it's just kind of like, but also I feel like I live pretty YOLO too. I care a little too much. Which is never a bad quality. I love people who care a lot. But I care a little too much. I mean, if I'm gonna die suddenly, I would care a little less, is my point. I'm not gonna die suddenly, so I'm gonna continue caring too much. But if I died suddenly, I'd care a little less. Okay, next two are, what does friendship mean to me, you, and what roles do love and affection play in your life? Okay, like, cute questions. Aw. What does friendship mean to me? So Aristotle, that's right, the Greek philosopher. Bet you didn't think EJ was gonna pull that one out. Aristotle says that friendship is the key to happiness. So, friendship means a lot to me. The quote, blood is thicker than water. Actually, the full quote from the Bible is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. And I've kind of lived by this. Because basically saying, I mean, like, taking it out of the Bible, taking it out of religion, like, putting it in a new context, the connections you choose to make in life, you actively go out, and you're like, I want you. That's, like, more important than the ones you're born into. Because the ones you're guaranteed, the ones you have, like, you don't really have a say in that. And love your family. Support your family. Be a family person. I'm a family person. I love my family. I love my big family. My big familia. But I'm like, the people you choose to be around, the friends you choose to have, the connections you cultivate, that is a reflection of you. And I think friendship means a lot to me. That's what friendship means to me. Yeah. And then, what roles do love and affection play in my life? Big roles. Anyone who is like, oh, love isn't for me. Oh, affection isn't for me. Like, get out of here! Liar! Liar! I call BS. Like, what are you doing? Being loving is one of the greatest gifts that we have as humans. So just, like, stop. Stop being nonchalant. Be chalant. Okay? Love. Why not? My favorite Bible verse. That's right. Bible verse. Bet you didn't expect EJ to pull that one out. It's Peter 4:8. Above all else, love. For love covers a multitude of sins. Yeah. Love, people. Love. Like, why not? Why not? Oh, my God. Okay, I'm skipping some because they get a little personal. Well, I guess it's like 36 questions to fall in love, but ladies, if all of you fell in love with me, I mean, it'd take a lot out of me. Okay, I forgot the questions. No, it's finish the sentence. I wish I had someone whom I can share ... and then share an embarrassing moment in your life. Okay. Boy, do we have a lot for the second one, as you can imagine. But the first one, I wish I had someone with, and I saw this the other day, well, many, many moons ago, but I thought it was this beautiful quote about marriage. And it's the movie with, oh my God, I'm forgetting her name. Yes. Anyways, actress, I think she's in, like, Thelma and Louise. I love that movie. Anyways, she was talking about marriage. And she said, why do people get married? And the guy's like, passion, love. And she's like, no. It's because we want someone to witness, to be a witness to our lives. Oh my God, kill me now. That is one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. I'm like, a witness to your life? Oh, that's like, yes. That's gorgeous. That's beautiful. So, I want someone with whom I can share my life with. I want, in return, someone to share their life with me. I think that's so pretty. Like, being someone's witness. Someone witnessing your life. Someone you can share your day with. Someone, you don't even have to talk the whole day, but you can come back home and just be like, boop, 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 boop. Oh my God, like, you'll never guess what flower I saw today. Oh, there was a canary at my windowsill. Canary at my windowsill? What? But you can just be like, oh, class was so boring. Oh, how was your day? You know what I mean? Like, someone you can just be like, ugh, I'm here. I'm here for you, you're here for me. And then embarrassing moment, I have so many of those. Oh my God. I think my most recent one though, I have so many. But my most recent one was when I was with my friend Preston and Sage, and we were going to go study. We were in an elevator going down, and a lady comes in. She's like, hi, like, what floor is the library on? And we're like, oh, the 3rd floor. She goes, thanks. Ugh, it's so crowded. And we're staying in the elevator. And I go, I know, right? Like, L.A. She's like, yeah. Oh, EJ. And then I keep going. I mean, part of this was on purpose, just to, like, mess with my friends. But the other part is, like, I go, I know, right? It's, like, big city, but not. Oh, my God. I go, it's like California's New York. She goes, yeah. Like, what? And there's so many more, guys. There's so many embarrassing moments. Like the other day, don't ask me why. I was in Kensington, San Diego. I was shoeless. My phone was dead. And then I went to my aunt's house to ask for shoes and a charger to charge my phone. And she moved houses, and they answered the door to a shoeless EJ who just got off of work too. And by the way, at my work, I dressed up. I had a mask on, so my hair's all sweaty. They opened up the door to sweaty EJ without any shoes on. Yeah, so other embarrassing moment. It's just everywhere, and that's part of life. It really is, and I find that to be beautiful. Okay. Actually, when did you last cry in front of someone or yourself? What if anything is too serious to be joked about? And if you died this evening, so many questions about death, but if you died this evening and you had no chance to communicate with anyone, what would you regret not saying? And why haven't you said it? Ooh, I dare you to answer that one. Oh, I know all of you watching, you all have an answer. Okay, so first one, was the last time I cried? I'm sure it was at some movie. When was the last time I cried? I don't know, because I've had moments where I, like, want to cry, and I don't. I don't know, crying is, like, a weird thing for me. But the, like, funny cry that comes to mind is when I was reading Plato's Apology, which is Plato's transcription of Socrates' defense before he's sentenced to death, and that made me sob. I don't know what I was going through at the time. That was a few months ago, and I broke down in tears. I was crying. I actually have a video of it. Insert video here. I was so sad. Well, I mean, I wasn't sad. I was just like, oh, that's so sad. Like, oh my God. Because it was like an old man. It was an old man being sentenced to death. And he stood by his word, which is what more people need to do nowadays. Stand by your word, people. If you say something, mean it. Stop saying things you don't mean. Stop diminishing the value of words. Okay, we have nothing else but words. Stop lying. Stay true. Okay, what's the next one? I forgot what the... if anything, what's too serious to be joked about? I feel like... I don't know. The Pope? No. I don't know. I feel like there's just some things you don't touch. There's just some things where it's just like... Joke about anything else but that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anything to do with children? That's just sad. I think. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's not like a specific thing. You just know, okay, hands off. I'm not talking about that. And then if I died this evening, what would I regret? Nothing, because I say everything that I mean. Okay, I mean, okay, that's too much of an absolution. I make it a point to make how I feel known. Because I hate living in regret of things unsaid. Because then it just festers up inside of you. And then you get yourself back into situations Whereas it's just so easy to just say what you mean. It is so easy to just be like, this is how I feel. A heads up. Maybe you don't feel the same way. Okay, whatever. But this is how I feel. And that way you have the peace of mind that you were able to just be like, yeah, I said my piece and now I can move right along. I said my piece. I'm done. This is my piece. Here you go. Said it. So, nothing. However, if I were to die, I would probably want to say I love you to all the people that I love. I wouldn't, like, that's not regret. That's just like I didn't get to say I love you to my mom, or my dad, or my stepmom, or my brother, or my nonna, or my grandparents, or my friends. You know what I mean? I just wish love you. Love you guys. Peace. So yeah. But I regret nothing. The only regret I have in life is giving away my Pokemon card binder when I thought when I went, I'm maturing now, I need to get rid of these. No! If I could go back in the past, I'm not stopping Abraham Lincoln's assassination. I'm stopping EJ giving away his Pokemon card binder. That's what I'm doing. Okay, last one. Because the last two, like, again, partner, personal, whatever. House is on fire. And after saving your loved ones and your pets, you make one final dash inside to save something. What would it be? I don't know. It's a hard one. But I carry, like, all the important stuff, like, in my backpack in the car. You know what I mean? Like, my computer's in there, phone chargers, rosary, like, everything's in there. All my notebooks, in there, in the backpack, so. But if we're talking about my room, not to brag, but I have an autographed, Merrily We Roll Along sheet music page with Stephen Sondheim's autograph on it. That's kind of like a $30 million autograph. So I would save that. It's not actually 30 million. Please don't rob my house. Not actually 30 million. But I would probably love you guys. Peace.